a Cossack. It's a Cossack. He's going in with everything he's got here. The scout comes through, and he clutches it. Absolutely crazy clutch by Sniped-Down, but oh my goodness, there's more, and they're shooting them from left, right, and the top, and he goes out, but he goes out with a bang.
And that is a massive 1v1 right there for Sniped-Down. Not only did he get the 1 kill point, but picked up the other 2 as well. Became the kill leader with 5. Girl, you called that brilliantly. Sniped-Down goes out. TSM goes down in 4th, but a great effort right there from the controller god himself. Former Halo professional, turned Apex Legends pro in Sniped-Down. Massive, massive plays. Metro last alive here for ESA Black. 4 squads remain. TSM got 5th. I stand corrected. It all comes down to these last 4 squads. 4 points on a square right now to close this one out on our final zone. It'll be closing in. If you take a look at the top left of your screen, that line at the top left will show you exactly where this zone is going to close out to. It's going to be a crazy finish here, girl.
It is going to be a crazy finish indeed, and we still have a Valk squad remaining. CLG still in this with many, many kills. Free shots on the team in front of them. Yubin goes down to Pow Pow on Renegades, and they're just picking up those kill points. The zone is moving in very slowly.
CLG, you called it earlier, girl, probably the best position to win this, and you were spot on. They are currently sitting with high ground, but keep in mind, they will have to drop and they will have to rotate. At this point, this is anyone's game. CLG, one of the best pound for pound skirmishing or fighting teams in the game. 3 incredibly skilled players. Lou, probably one of the best individual skilled players in North America, alongside Nathan, Imperial Hal, and others. Let's see what they have here. Great long-range shot's gonna put in. That's gonna be huge for them, giving them the advantage in this fight to start. I gotta think this is CLG's game to win here, girl.
Yeah, sometimes it's not good to be the last person to drop down, but it actually is really good because Lou does have his bubble. They have portal, but they're not going to need to use it. They're going to be the last team to throw bubble down, so they're going to have to find a nice spot. They're going to choose the right. They're going to bubble down here on the right. Yep. And there's going to be teams about to fight because they don't have bubbles anymore.
They got to be careful for the Valk team that just dropped from above. Here we go. Last 2 squads remain. CLG will clean up. And just like that, Counter Logic Gaming will be your winner of game number 4. A huge and borderline must-win game for them.
These shots from the Ogre and Gambit are going to be absolutely massive for them. 0 points on the board before this game got underway now. But Gambit, with that switch of composition down, seems to have started to come to life once more.
Yeah, maybe just getting a little bit more comfortable with this comp, and they've managed to work their way into this circle. Of course, it was a good circle for them. They found themselves in Harvester nice and early. Major pushes down to 2. We're seeing a lot of depleted squads here on set. So the fact that Gambit have a full and healthy 3 means that they're definitely one of the favorites to win this.
Going to be able to push on this ultimate as well. The only problem is there's enough damage going to be done. Unfortunately, it's going to be all up to Fitu here. He tries to move in himself to clean up these kills. It's a 2v1 though, trying to get that barrel up for any kind of help that he can. And it looks like, unfortunately, this will be the end of things. Unless he can poke and prod, he will be taken out. And it'll be Major pushes who manage to eliminate them. But look at this team now. On the outside of things, while all this fighting is going down, inside of Harvester, from the high ground to the low ground, they're just kind of overlooking everything at the moment, letting everyone else do the work.
Yeah, Shexwell and Andy in a fantastic spot, but as are Gambit, but there is that Crypto EMP, which is so difficult as a Gibby. When that bubble disappears, all that cover is gone, and now you have to fight the team that's close here.
Fight is going to happen as well. The bubble goes in, but look at that prediction coming in from the Ogre. He moves into the bubble before the team can get any kind of purchase in that fight, and Gambit Esports will absolutely wipe away, and now they might have the opportunity to move in on this fight. There's 3 squads remaining, but I'm pretty sure they're both depleted. Gambit Esports needed this win. They needed these points on the board, and they are going to get them.
Yubin going in, he's saying, I want this 1v1. Yubin, oh, almost got it. The sweet 360, but it's not enough. We finally narrowed it down. Joey Blackout and, of course, RNG. They are on the top eastern side of this circle, and Renegades continue to find kills. 5 kills to the name of Sorcerer himself, and he sees the scan. They're playing behind these rocks, just shielding them from multiple angles, which is what you want. You can't get exposed to too many teams in this moment.
And this rotation is very good. Keep in mind, Renegade lost a teammate, and they're still putting kills on the board, ranking up points. That should show you exactly how good of a rotate and how great their IGL is as well. As right now, as they go ahead, the bubble went down. NRG is going to absolutely roast and go ahead and push forward. They bubble forward, so they are fully committed to this fight as they go ahead and start putting everyone into spectator 1 mode. And there it is right there as they go ahead and finish out Rock. As a beautiful flick with the Eva, as another team with another Gibby bubble comes in. These are the final 2 teams.
Oh no! Sweet, he almost is the last one alive. He is. Can he clutch it up for NRG? He's got the R01, uses the shields, back and forth, Sweet! Oh, that was sweet! And he clutches it up for NRG. Sugar levels at an all-time high for the squad as they close out Game 5.
And now Horizon comes back in to get the exchange of kills at least. Or at least be able to get that player back up to his feet. So Swinny's going to survive for now. Underrated back up to a 2-man. Gambit inside of that building as well. Going to silence that door to make the rotation a little bit more difficult. But here come Gambit.
ATK eliminated in 5th place. That's a fantastic placement for them when you're considering how much they struggled in day 1. Gambit starting to rail now with the Spitfire. Leo putting down some heavy shots. And Gambit, after having a really tough rotation, seem to have found themselves in quite a power position right now. They picked up a lot of kills, potentially the kill leaders totally. You can see that Artico actually is the single kill leader as the Gibby. But there is 4 teams all on the edge of this circle. No one dead center at the moment. Legit Lolly putting down some shots, and that's going to be the first member of Gambit going down.
Yogri does fall here to the Spitfire of Legit Lolly, and now Gambit are going to be forced into the open and only the artificial cover here of the Gibraltar Dome, and it looks like they've decided they just want to try and capitalize on any kill points that they can find. Hardeki going to jump into the void momentarily. However, 303 putting down some shots as well, and look at this. Hardeki's managed to find a little corner to call home for now, and there's no line of sight on Gambit Esports. I don't know how they've managed to do it, but they have just quite simply fought their way into this zone.
And it's just 3 teams left, so if Gambit can just stay behind here, wait for 303 to engage with this other team, they should be able to have a chance at winning. But there's only 2 players. It's now a 2 versus 3 here, Mark. Gambit have got it all to do.
303 versus Gambit. Aski with the 30-30 in hand and doing a lot of damage as well. Hardeki going to be forced to jump into the void here. It's going to have to be even more magic coming out of Hardeki and Artico if they want to turn this situation around. Trying to reposition. Now going to be using the jump pad to maybe just try and isolate one of these players. And if he can get this kill, then Hardeki can turn this into a 2v2. And somehow he manages to do it. He gets some great shots onto the Gibby as well. But where is Artico? Is he in position to pull this one off at Gambit? It would be an absolutely monstrous play. The beam's coming in for the 301. Can he finish it? No, he cannot. 303 managed to hold on, but my God, Gambit almost pulling up the upset.
8 squads remain in this final zone as we go down to ring number 6. Obey still alive alongside Sentinels and a few others. A few of our top dogs, TSM FTX, as well as Complexity out of this one. But guess what? My Little Phony, Sentinels, Alpine still alive in this game.
My Little Phony displaying that non-commitment meta with the Revolt going all the way around zone to get some damage as they're in a very rough spot right now, but they are showing that they are not scared to push any team by them as they go ahead and use a Gibby bubble as they get some very good poke as well. And while Alpine is maybe not being in the best spot right now, they are the first in their Group C right now, so that is a very good position to be in so they can secure their position in the championship.
That's a great point. This is a battle for Group C right now between these 2 teams, and Obey, as we say that, I believe, gets taken out. Alpine in number 1 in Group C with an opportunity to expand that lead here in this game to start. But guess what? CLG rotating all the way from Skyhook, still alive. Blue, arguably one of the best individual players in North America, getting taken out early though. Vaxlong is going to follow all up to iMadness. Last Live is going to scurry his way away here as My Little Phony continues to be the absolute killers. They performed so well in games 1 and 2 yesterday, and they do it again. David taking out Goliath here.
People need to start believing this non-commitment meta with a Revolt because Revolt is a very powerful. While you may not be able to get a quick team kill or team wipe as you had planned, the one thing you are able to get is a lot of damage on another person. And sometimes just getting a little bit of poke will get you that kill and get you that fresh KP that you can add to your points because every point matters. This Alpine is being absolutely pressured in between 3 different teams, all looking and knowing that they do not have position, as My Little Phony go ahead and uses his silence ability and silences 2 people, makes it very difficult. So now Caustic cannot use his ult for the end of zone. This is a very rough spot to be in. That's a long 40 seconds as teams are just fighting, going down left and right. As you see, Furry is once again trying to clutch it just like day 1. Right now, we're going to go ahead and swap back to Alpine.
Oh my goodness, 3 squads remain. Sentinels was able to outlast and outwait. Rambo healing back up, Fury as well. It's up to them as a team of 2, but Sentinels rotating slow while every other team were basically fighting to their death now, still alive. We have Sentinels, we have Alpine, and we have My Little Phony to close this one out. Sentinels wants to take matters into their own hands. They push up and take out every member of Alpine. 2 squads remain. Rambo and Fury against Senox here in this one. Great use of dodging from the knockdown shield, but Senox, it's only moments till he gets taken out. And again, My Little Phony starts huge here in the group stages in game number 1.
If it's 3, it's slightly easier to play. It's very simple. You're the last one to engage in the fight. But with 4 teams, there's the possibility of 2 3v3 engagements happening at once. You have to take that fight quickly, win it fast, get your shield swaps, and then try and third-party the other 2 teams that are fighting. You also don't want to be the first team to go central here, because then you're going to be crossfired by everyone else on the map.
TI making their move. You can see the Loba ult, the black market coming into play as well, giving them a couple of red armors to work with, but Flavor of the Month are just kind of watching over everything that's going down at the moment, and now you're going to see the ultimate being popped by the Bloodhound. Third Impact trying to make this move, but it's not looking too successful for them. I said it might be a difficult rotation, but they've managed to take the roof at least for a few moments here, which is at least going to buy them some time.
Well, they've got to 2. They were, of course, at a 3. One's gone down, but as you say, they've been able to get a better spot now to work with. But Maestro are keeping keen eyes on this roof, and they're going to make it very difficult for the 2 members of TI to stay alive. Balong's got completely ripped to shreds. He's gone down. It's now just 1 member of TI that's alive, and that's going to be difficult for him to do anything, but he can be a nuisance here.
4 squads remaining. Jazaz still, like you mentioned, being that nuisance and holding this team out and doing damage. And here comes the move now from Flavor of the Month, trying to reposition, maybe looking for a kidnap, maybe looking to get a little bit tasty and a little bit naughty in these end games. Doesn't work effectively for them, but they are going to be able to do some damage still as teams now start exchanging shots.
Flavor of the Month have the priority position right now, and they've got the bubble to work with. They just need to use these resources and play smart.
Shots are going to be coming in as well. They were the last team to bubble, and that usually means you're going to be the last team standing. Flavor of the Month, who needed a big game here, only have 1 more player to eliminate. They will do so as well, and Flavor of the Month step up here on the 2nd day of groups for EMEA just at the right time.
But right now, we got 4 squads remaining. Of course, My Little Phony in God's spot, in the God position in first place in this lobby right now, and a chance to grow that lead. Rambo's going to drop. The Revenant ultimate's going to come through. Here comes the pressure. Silenced and melted right now is Obey. Rambo with the massive play. And just like that, My Little Phony not only looking to secure first place finish, but get some kills as well.
They're also taking their time. They're having 1 by 1, getting absolutely insane. The way Revenant ults work is the more people who take it, it extends its timer for how long it stays there. So they're doing it 1 by 1, and it extends its timer by that much. They're doing an amazing job right now, holding the high ground. They have the Gibby to bubble any Gibby ult or anything, and they are living their best lives up top, watching all the teams and poor people fight below them as they are hype rich.
They're like sitting on top of the Parthenon right now, looking down on their people in perfect position to close this out. Taking that Revenant ult 1 by 1, using the Kraber like a shotgun with the blind fire right there. As helping, able to heal back up, Frapper. Monty also trying to heal back up. Obviously the pressure from Revenant still there. This is where Revenant is so frustrating in these late games, especially against Gibraltar's. If he can silence any Gibraltar team, no dome shield, no ability to use that Gibraltar ultimate, which is where it's so incredibly important. I gotta think after today's performance from Rambo and from My Little Phony, I think we'll see a lot more Revenant tomorrow.
I feel like just them picking Revenant will help influence a lot of the other team comps. People are already switching off of Valkyrie, switching from Crypto to having the Bloodhound, switching from Wraith to putting in the Octane. We're gonna see just by the amount of power they have shown, there is going to be a huge influence on what we're going to be seeing on day 6.
Squads left. Revenant ult looked fancy, looked nice. Didn't really get them net them a whole lot though, so they popped a lot of util, a lot of abilities here. They will no longer have in this late game, but they still have the Gibraltar ultimate. Octane still on top with one Kraber shot left. Want to keep an eye on Fury here, see what he does with it. Great damage being put in. It's Ranked is harder, playing up against Helping and Go on the low ground, and Ranked is harder, obviously doing what they can, given the pressure from above. Team XD, Ranked is harder, but My Little Phony on top of the hill right now, making it look so easy. This is, again, a semi-easy game for them, but they're going to have to drop, they're going to have to finish here. The ultimates come through. From Gibraltar, on board with Fury, last Kraber shot, and he connects for 123 damage, finishes the kill as well. Not done yet, looks right, looks left, head on a swivel. Individual after individual completely taken out of this game, and just like that, you're gonna have My Little Phony as your champion of game number 5. Fury goes huge with the Kraber, second win of the day for MLP. What a game for the unsigned squad.
He has no health fallout.
And it's going to be a Arcstar that forces the hand here. And looking to finish this one out will be the game of drones. Not done yet, though. Here comes the fight. 1 versus 1 for the bread. A 3v3 turned into a 1v1. You got to be kidding me. What a finish this is here in game 4. Grenade going to be tossed up by Rondon. A pure 1 versus 1 fight. 7oz able to hit the shield battery and heal back up. He just made magic right there, going into the void, healing back up and keeping himself alive. He's going to get the med kit off as well.
He's been using the knockdown shield on his teammate this entire time to get his heals off. Rondon also able to get himself healed up as well. Red shields do go down. They're cracked. I didn't even... Magicians take the win. Oh my god, that 1v1, John.
Great angles. Such a smart play right there to go wide left to get those angles to keep his team alive, to alleviate the pressure from Retzi, who's able to heal back up. And I believe that was TSM. Yes, it was, coming from Cave. So to slow down the absolute steamrolling train that was TSM is obviously a difficult feat. I think that Thermite tagged him for a bit. Reps is getting eaten up alive by that Thermite grenade right now. Snipe down to 20 HP, needs to heal up desperately, and might get pushed. Lou gets taken out. TSM's able to reset. Nice shot by 2B1C to find the one rat left in this lobby. Now we have 4 teams of 3 to close this one out. What a finish this will be.
2 Brains, 1 Controller is one of the teams that also need a big game. So this is going to be crucial for them to get their debut as a team as well, to try and get to the grand finals. Nobody's been to the grand finals before. This is our biggest tournament yet.
Yeah, Kanaka's Pets just finds themselves a bunch of shields available for shield swap here. They'll have to heal them back up most likely, but talk about a little bit of a jackpot. It's like the gold pot of gold under the rainbow here, as the Leprechauns, the 3 Kanaka's Pets, find themselves a great situation and a great opportunity to close this one out. And girl, don't you just love this format, the hype moments that it's providing? What a day it's been, and what a last week it's been.
They're trying to avoid 2 Brains, 1 Controller right now because they were on the same exact building, and you'd never want to fight, especially in a 4-team situation. You're trying to avoid a fight as long as possible. It looks like Sentinels has a great spot, but if TSM push them and take that great spot from them right now, it's going to be a little dangerous.
And look at this gatekeep coming through. Great job right there by Kanaka's Pets, recognizing the gatekeeping opportunity, but they got to be careful. There's a crypto nearby. Sonar's first detected as well with Bloodhounds left. Oh my gosh, Imperial Hal sneaks his way up and almost out of the zone. Takes some damage here, takes the 3v3 fight against Sentinels. So right now, Kanaka's Pets have the win condition in my eyes. They just have to play this smart. TSM, Sentinels eliminate themselves from the lobby. TSM wins the 3v3 again. Have they lost a 3v3 pound for pound fight yet? The answer is no. And in the end, we got 2 Brains, 1 Controller. We got TSM. They're cleaning up one last and final team. TSM FTX, unstoppable in this game.
Wow, incredible.
If you enjoyed this Final Circles video, make sure to like, share, and subscribe. And for more from the Apex Legends Global Series, tune in June 12th and 13th for Championship Finals.